Hello, Sandy here with Holistic Learning Resources, and I wanted to come on today to tell you guys a little bit about our fall programs. Now, I just uploaded a video that I did on specifically the classes that I will be teaching this fall, but this live video is just to give you an overview of what our programs are going to look like this fall. Most of you know that due to COVID-19, we're not doing in-person classes. Most of the charter schools that our students get their funding from are not going to cover in-person classes at this point in time. And I understand there's been a lot of back and forth with things, and so that's just the way it is for now. We're going to aim to get back to in-person learning just as soon as we possibly can. But in the meanwhile, we do want to support you while you're at home with your children, as we've always done, supported homeschooling families. And so we have two main types of virtual learning that you can choose from this fall. The first is what we're calling family programs. Now, these programs are very flexible. We call them family programs for a couple of different reasons. One, the whole family can be engaged in the program. They're designed for grades kindergarten up through 8th grade. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can use this program. Number one, they're not at scheduled times. You can view these programs at any time that works for you and your family. The other thing is that, say you have younger children, kindergarten, 1st grade, and maybe you don't want them just watching videos so much or so much screen time. What you could do is preview the program yourself and get to know the material, understand the material, and then you could teach it to your child, because all of these programs are arts and crafts programs designed by our teachers, our Davis teachers. So here are what those classes are. We have geometric crocheting, we have clay animals, we have nature drawing, we have herbal alchemy, focusing on summer and fall foraging. We have a song and movement, so great program to get those kids moving. And then, of course, we've got the beautiful watercolor painting, the wet on wet method. And then we've got fairy gardens and crafts. So you can purchase these classes individually, or you can get them all as a bundle. And once we receive the payment information or your school voucher or certificate, then we're going to just send you the link. And the link will be available for you until near the end of the semester. We haven't set the cutoff date yet, but it'll be either the end of November or the end of December. Now, if you decide to enroll in that class later on, say November 15th, we're going to make sure you have at least 8 weeks to access the program. The family programs include both videos that are done, like I said, you can watch them at your convenience, as well as PDF files with graphics, and they're very well done. So those are available to all of our families and anybody out there beyond Sacramento, really, because now that everybody's online, you can enjoy these programs whether you live in California or another state, or whether you're right here in Sacramento or out further in the state. The other type of programs that we're doing are, we call them individual programs. Now, these are scheduled. They are via Zoom. Mr. Huff, many of you know Talib Huff, has been with us for a long time. He's one of our most popular teachers. And Mr. Huff is going to be teaching California geography. It starts 1 week from today, as well as California history. Now, these are separate classes, but of course you might take them both together. They pair very well. So Mr. Huff's classes are going to be session A is 5 weeks of the history, or the geography and then the history, and session B is another 5 weeks. So you can take those sessions together back to back. There will be a 1 week break in between, or you can take them separately. Maybe you just want the A session or the B session. That's totally fine. Also on Thursdays, after the history and the geography, Mr. Huff will be teaching a math practice class. Now, he's going to start this class out with some math games, some interactive fun games, and if you know Mr. Huff, he is very enthusiastic in bringing games to the children, and that's one of the reasons he's one of our most popular teachers. The kids all love him so much. And so anyways, after they do the math games, he's going to, Mr. Huff, by the way, is very experienced at running Zoom classes, okay? So he's going to then split the class up a bit and do individual one-on-one work with your student based on your student's math skills and level. Your student will need to bring his or her own math curriculum that you're working on at home. So most homeschoolers have a math curriculum that they like to use, whether it's out of a textbook or workbook or some other way that they're doing their math. Mr. Huff will help your student with anything she or he might be challenged with, or helping them just fully more understand a concept, or if there are certain problems they're stuck on, he's going to help them work through that. Okay, so that's what Mr. Huff is teaching. And then the longer video I just put up is about the 3 classes I'm teaching: Grammar through Story and Art for grades 1 through 4, Miss Lady Bird Johnson and the Wildflowers for grades 1 through 5. And then I am welcoming ages 12 and up to my regularly scheduled yoga classes that I already teach 5 times a week. I've been teaching yoga for over 20 years, so the students are going to get very clear instruction. It's a very accessible class, and they're going to be learning some life skills there for stress reduction. They're going to get some increased body awareness and breath awareness, and really be well prepared for any other yoga classes that they might decide to take later on down the road. So I just wanted to let you guys know a little bit about what we're doing this fall. We have, again, the family programs or the individual classes. We are an approved vendor with pretty much all of the local charter schools out there. And if there's any holdup in getting your certificate or your PO going, all the schools tend to get kind of backed up this time of year. I just saw today that one of the schools is going to let people go ahead and participate in the classes even though they haven't got the POs gone yet. So just check with your teacher. If you have questions, you can email me, Sandy, S-A-N-D-I, at WLRclasses.com. Of course, you can learn more at our website, WLRclasses.com. And of course, you can follow us here on Facebook and on Instagram. And please share us with your friends, because since we are online, we'd love to be able to welcome more students from outside of our immediate geographic area, even out of state. So we're happy to welcome your students in. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me here on Facebook or at the email address. Thanks so much, everybody, and have a beautiful day.